Alright, what's up, you guys? Today we're going to be breaking down the 2019 LSU offense against Oklahoma in the college football playoff semifinal, where they utterly dominated. It wasn't even close. They were outmatched completely by skill and scheme. We're going to be breaking down 6 clips from their offensive line. They were all from the beginning of this game and kind of a multi-part series of this offense. And the first play is going to be right here. They're going to be lined up. They're going to be running a little RPO, a little seam route from Jamar Chase, RPO out of 11 personnel, and it's going to be inside zone left RPO play. And so who we're gonna be watching here. We're gonna be usually watching 1 or 2 players from each play that I'm gonna show. I'm gonna highlight. I'm not able to highlight, but I'm going to say their number and their position. This play we're gonna be watching. This backside double team here, this C block, is what it's traditionally called in the run game football wise. We're gonna be watching the right tackle here. This isn't a crazy highlight play, really. But it is a good job working vertical, understanding his job and when he can leave and how long he should stay on his block here. So we're going to watch the right tackle, number 76 here. He's going to take a couple steps inside. He needs to get to that play side shoulder here. So you're going to see he's going to take a step that we call a jab to crotch. It's going to be left step and then drive that backside foot up and keep it driving up. Takes a great step, drives up. You can see that backside leg is up. He stays. They're double teaming. They're running a C block to this backside backer in the box, that weak side linebacker. And so what they're doing here is, if that linebacker flows quick, he's got to bump and go quick. That right tackle's got to bump and go quick. If he stays there, kind of like what he's doing, he can stay on the block longer, get up, and he was already on the inside V, which is his landmark on that linebacker and that defensive lineman. So let's watch it full speed. His pad level could have been a little bit better, but it's overall just a good clip, a great footwork, and a good job trying to be physical and working very physically vertical. On a play like this, you don't want to work horizontally. You want to work vertical on zone scheme runs. You want to work on inside zone scheme runs, on gap scheme runs like your counters, your powers. That's where you got pullers. That's where you want lateral displacement, sideways displacement. But here, everyone wants to work vertical, and you can see the whole line is really working vertical. It's a great clip here by really everyone. I think if he hands it off, he's still going to get this play ended up as a touchdown anyways, but I mean, he's probably getting 6 to 8 yards if he runs hard, honestly. So it's a pretty good clip. And so that'll take us to the next clip, which is pretty soon after here. Yes. This one, we're going to be watching the center and the right tackle. So the right tackle, we'll start with the right tackle here. He does a great job using independent hands and length, and he keeps good pass-pro relation, meaning he knows when he needs to keep his guy outside so he doesn't overset and give up his inside gap. So we're going to see him set back. He's a little late off the ball. Use good length here. Watch this. Great length, great patience. You only want to set as fast as the rusher is rushing. That's how you prevent oversetting. That's how you prevent undersetting. So match that rush speed and stay patient. Use length and strike first. Strikes that inside hand. The right hand connects, uses his length, and shuts it down immediately. That rush was terrible because he effortlessly stopped it using his length. And then we're also going to watch the center here. He had a really good anchor and was able to keep a strong grip and recover despite he could have gotten tossed on this, but he didn't. He kept a good anchor, very good grip strength, elbows down, and really locked in, and was able to recover with the help of his guard there. It's a good play. Good play by a good center. That guy's playing in the league right now. Almost crossed his face. Oh, never mind. Anchor's down. They're kind of like triple teamed in there. It's tough for that defensive lineman, but it's still a good rep, really all around for that offensive line, which is something you're going to see this whole video. It's hard to highlight all the guys because they're all so talented. this clip right here, we're going to be watching the backside cutoff. This is going to be more of a, not a highlight play, but what could have been, and we're going to correct and show you what it should look like here. So this is going to be a stretch left, or a lot of people will play it as like an outside zone, block it like outside zone. That's all you hear in football now on TV is, oh, they're running an outside zone concept. This is a stretch concept. It's ran a lot more efficiently than an outside zone or wide zone play, but they're essentially a very similar thing. And we're going to be watching the backside, so this is going to be stretch left. So we're going to be watching the right guard and right tackle, and they could have done this a lot better. The front side looks good and leaves a great lane for the running back to cut back. We're going to see here these backside guys struggle here. So a lot of times your tackle can cut that, but you want your guard, now it's stretch, so you want to run left, and because he needs to get to that linebacker, he has to get to the inside of that linebacker in order for this running back to be able to cut back and have a lane right there through the A-gap, on the backside A-gap. But what he did here, what he should have done here, number 68, this right guard, is instead of just he almost did like a swim move over number 90 here, that 3-tech. Instead of doing that, he could have taken one step, and after this first step, he can plant, work vertical, because the linebacker's not flowing hard. So, boom, plant. He works vertical, puts his right shoulder in the inside V, or that left shoulder of that 3-tech, work vertical to this backside linebacker here, and gives it that will help him get to his landmark easier. That'll also, for the most part, and what's most important on this play, is it will help his right tackle be able to get there. Right tackle just kind of whiffs, but it's really on this right guard. The right guard had great effort, great speed getting there, but he plants, steps up. This play is going for, forever. I don't know if he's getting caught at all. So, good play on the front side, though, truthfully. So we're going to fast forward here to about 4-minute mark of this game. I'm still in the beginning here. What we're going to see is both the tackles. Both the tackles do a great job here. They're both covered on the inside. Don't really have an outside threat unless there's a blitz coming. So they do a good job of understanding when they can help inside and when they need to go back and cover that C-gap. And so the left tackle stays helping his left guard here until the C-gap player comes, and the right tackle checks his C-gap, because you can see that outside backer or that slot corner on the tight end here. He could be a rush threat. So he checks. So his eyes check his C-gap because he's responsible for that. And then he brings the twister to him, or that 3-tech or that G player to him, or that 4-eye player. So we're going to watch both these tackles here. Left tackle, boom, help, C-gap rush, locks it down. Does a good job of helping, goes inside. The guard cannot get beat outside because of the help from the left guard. Boom, perfect. Left guard does a good job of just pushing it in there and creating chaos in the middle. And then the left tackle is able to set back and get that C-gap rusher, and gets there in plenty of time, shuts it down just enough for Burrow to get the ball out, which he does a good job of getting it out quickly, even with pressure on him. Another thing, let's watch the right tackle here. Does a good job. Eyes are C-gap. C-gap defender, obviously now he is obviously backing out into zone. Looks right back inside, comes in, pulls it to him, shuts it down. Good clip.